Hey everybody and welcome. Today we are here in Cincinnati, Ohio, getting ready to take you guys to a restaurant that was recommended to us by Bobby. Today we're getting ready to take you along with us to
Camp Washington Chili. Camp Washington Chili.
Here is a look at downtown Cincinnati. A couple of recognizable facilities that you'll see here is Paul Brown Stadium right there where the Cincinnati Bengals play. And I don't think from this view we can see Great American Ballpark, but Great American Ballpark's just right on the other side of Paul Brown Stadium there. And City Beat has ranked the best of Cincinnati. Camp Washington Chili is the best non-chain chili restaurant. There is 2021, 2019, and we just looked it up. They also won it here in 2024, so very impressive accolades. And right here is an original picture of Camp Washington Chili. This was actually demolished due to eminent domain when they widened the roads outside. That is the original building for Camp Washington Chili. All right, here is a look at the menu. Camp Washington Chili has been featured on the Travel Channel, Food Network, and the Cooking Channel. And here are all of the different types of spaghettis. Of course, a three-way is chili, spaghetti, and cheese. A four-way is interchangeable. It could be chili, spaghetti with onion or beans, along with cheese. And a five-way is everything. Chili, spaghetti, onions, beans, and cheese. And right down here are the Coney dogs. Of course, a standard Coney dog comes with a chili cheese sauce. It also comes with the cheese and onions as well as mustard. Over here are the sides that they have available. And here's what's unique as opposed to Skyliner Gold Star. They actually have hard-boiled eggs and mushrooms that you can add, as well as fried eggs that you can add on top of any of these items. They also have some melts, cheeseburgers, soups and salads. They also have burgers, gyros or gyros, depending on which area of the country you live in. Soups and salads. And here are some more sandwiches and double-deckers. And here is the kids menu. Sides, Johnny's favorites, and you also get a drink. It's $5.75 for a kids menu, 10 and under. What did you get there, Gentry?
I got the chili dogs with fries.
Chili dogs with fries. That looks really good. Jennifer, what'd you get?
I got the chili five-way and the chili cheese sandwich with mustard and onions. All right, Brent, what did you end up getting?
So I ended up getting 2 Coney dogs, and over here I ended up getting the chili spaghetti, and I ended up getting a four-way. The four-way that I chose was with the onions. You can see the onions on top.
All right, so I first off have to say we got a Cincinnati sweet tea alert here. They brew it very nicely, as you can see. It's not a light-colored tea, so I appreciate that. You can taste the tea and just enough sweet, so I'm a fan. Something that not all of the chili parlors offer is a drip plate here. So you can see you've got mounds of chili and spaghetti and all of the toppings and that good old sharp cheddar cheese. So that way you don't spill it all over the table and everything. So I appreciate that. And then, so mine is actually, I guess I'll talk about what's on mine. This is a chili five-way, so it's got everything. I am a Southern girl, so I do like beans in my chili. It's got the meat, the beans, the chili sauce, onions, and also that sharp cheddar cheese, so I love it. Something that I'm also a fan of is that a lot of the chili parlors carry the oyster crackers, and they all have their own, so can't wait to try theirs. All right, first bite. Look at all those awesome toppings. Steaming spaghetti and chili with some onion. So here we go. Built me a bite there. So I'm definitely a fan of this chili here. It's very, very similar to me. It is different, but it is very similar to Gold Star, which is my favorite if I were to pick between Gold Star and Skyline, Gold Star, hands down. But this one is going to rank up there with Gold Star for me. It's so delicious, lots and lots of flavor. You can taste the cinnamon, the spice, the meat, the beans, the onions, the cheese. The spaghetti is cooked al dente, perfect. It's just all wonderful. Definitely a fan. So I also got a chili cheese sandwich. I haven't eaten a whole lot today, so I was really hungry. But it also came with mustard and onion if you want that. So I did add that because I just wanted to see what it tastes like all together. So it's a bun with chili, cheese, mustard, onion, and
Just
that's
missing the
all
hot
done.
dog. Just
Yeah,
missing the
and
hot
I don't
dog.
like hot dogs, so this is perfect for me. Again, I'm definitely a fan. That mustard and onion just brought another element to the great chili taste on there, and that soft bun, so good.
Now, we've done a video on Skyline, we've done a video on Gold Star. I know it's really controversial in this town. There's a lot of chili parlors, but we are Team Gold Star. But Bobby has recommended this place. We've read a lot about it. Bon Appetit magazine ranked this as one of the top 10 places in America to try chili. So we're very excited about this today. Growing up, I spent a lot of time in Cincinnati. When I was in high school in the 90s, we went to a basketball camp here at the University of Cincinnati. Bob Huggins was the basketball coach at that time, and we lost pretty much every game at basketball camp. In our little small farming community, we were a pretty decent team, but up here in Cincinnati, we really had some fierce competition, and our coach came to us the second to last day of camp and said, hey, we can come here. We can go to a Cincinnati Reds game. Randy Johnson was pitching that night. He said, or we can stay for a couple of evening games and we're probably going to lose. I loved and admired his honesty. We went to a Cincinnati Reds game. So big Cincinnati Reds fan. Grew up being a Bengals fan. Boomer Esiason, Ickey Woods. That was kind of the generation that I ended up watching. But anyway, I'm going to quit rambling about Cincinnati and my love for Cincinnati. And I'm going to try some Cincinnati chili. Here we go. First bite of Camp Washington chili. Look at that steam. First thing that stands out to me that's way different than Skyline or Gold Star is the thick meat, which I'm a fan of. If you look at that meat on there, look at those chunks of meat. It's massive.
You always like a chunky, like chili or spaghetti.
Absolutely. So I'll talk about that here in just a second, but I want to try a bite of the Coney dog. Very delicious. It kind of has that cinnamon that you get in some of the chilies up here in Cincinnati. It definitely has that prominent cinnamon taste. Lots of cheese, of course, mountains of cheese on Cincinnati chili, and this is delicious. I can see why this is one of the more popular chili parlors, not only in Cincinnati but in America.
When it comes to cheese, I'm a cheese store, and I gotta say, this is some excellent cheese. The fries and the ketchup, really good, and these crackers are really good too. All in all, I just gotta say, this is definitely one of the best here, and I can definitely see why it's ranked number one.
And here are today's desserts. So to finish the meal here, we are going to share a baklava cheesecake. I'm going to go ahead and put the fork into this right there, and you can see the baklava on top, cheesecake here on the bottom. We'll see how it tastes. Here we go. First bite of the baklava cheesecake. That's exactly what it says it is. I mean, it's half cheesecake, half baklava. It's got a good amount of honey on there. The phyllo dough is fantastic. And Jennifer and I love baklava. First time I ever had it in my entire life, we were in Greece, and we pulled over at a gas station in the middle of the mountains. And it was at that gas station, they had a little tiny piece of baklava. Never had it in my life. Tried it there, and I've been a fan ever since. Whenever I see it at a restaurant, I have to order it. I saw it on the menu a second ago that I love cheesecake, I love baklava, and it's a must if you come here.
All right, we got everything on this bite. We got the candied nuts and the phyllo dough and the cheesecake and the honey. That is so delicious. it's not like overly sweet, so I really appreciate that. It's just a good end note to the spicy chili. So it kind of like cools your mouth and everything like that with the cheesecake and all. But yeah, very, 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 very delicious.
All right, Henry, what do you think about the baklava cheesecake?
It was good, and I'm about to take another bite.
And here is the receipt for everything that we got here, guys. Before our tip, and even after tax, it was $42.94. Unbelievable. What a great price. All right, Gentry, what do you think about Camp Washington chili?
I'm a cheese sorter, and I gotta say, this cheese is outstanding. I can definitely see why this is ranked number one. And also, all in all, just great service, great food, and you should definitely come here for that cheese thing.
Awesome. Henry, what do you think about Camp Washington chili, buddy?
It was, and I liked it so great.
Right.
Your plate,
It took me a few seconds to eat it also.
And Jennifer, what did you think about Camp Washington chili?
I so enjoyed it. It's very, very delicious. If you're looking for a little bit spicier chili, this one is a little bit spicier than Gold Star and Skyline. So if you're coming here on a really cold winter day, this is the spot. It's going to warm you up. You can probably see my cheeks are a little bit red. Not a bad thing. It's just, I like spicy stuff. So a little bit more spice than those two chilies. Gold Star is going to be my favorite still, just for everyday confident chili and everything. But as far as like a little bit spicier chili, this is going to be my second. But just everything was so delicious. And again, sweet tea alert.
And I am absolutely a big fan of Camp Washington chili. When it comes to my favorite chili parlor, I'm still Gold Star at number one. But in my opinion, this definitely, without any question, surpasses Skyline chili. This is my number two. Like Jennifer said, there's a little bit of spice to it. Love Cincinnati chili. I will say I'm a big fan of Cincinnati. It's a great city. I've been visiting here since I was 4. I remember going to a Pete Rose game back when I was 4 years old. If you remember, Big Red Machine, that was awesome. But can't say enough about this place. If you're in the Cincinnati area, you definitely have to make a stop here at Camp Washington Chili for true Cincinnati style chili. And I just wanted to hop back on here for just a second to give a shout out to our server, Christy. She was amazing, so friendly, so attentive, got the food out very quickly. The only question that she could not answer is I wanted to know a little bit more about the spice and what type of peppers that they had in the chili sauce. She didn't have an answer, or at least she said she didn't have an answer, but it is still a well-kept secret here at Camp Washington Chili. Hey guys, we thank you so much for joining us here in Cincinnati, Ohio at Camp Washington Chili, and we sure do look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Every Day is Saturday.